Hi my dear students, welcome back to my class. So in today video series, I'm starting with how do organisms reproduce. See, before continuing with multiple choice question, I would like to give you a clarification. See, in how do organisms reproduce lesson, asexual reproduction is completely not there for your examination. It is the reduced part. Okay, you need not study any concept from asexual reproduction. But when we talk about sexual reproduction, these concepts are very important. ಈ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ತುಂಬಾನೇ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೆಕ್ಷುವಲ್ ರಿಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಇಂದ ಫ್ಲವರ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಸೆಕ್ಷುವಲ್ ರಿಪ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಇಂದ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಬೀಯಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ವೆರಿ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್. ಸೊ ಹೌ ಡು ಆರ್ಗನಿಸಮ್ಸ್ ರಿಪ್ರೊಡ್ಯೂಸ್ ಎಂಟೈರ್ ಲೆಸನ್ ಅನ್ನ ಒನ್ ಶಾರ್ಟ್ ವಿಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ಕವರ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. ಸೊ ಇಟ್ ಇಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಟು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ದ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಬಿಫೋರ್ ಆನ್ಸರಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ಎನಿ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಚಾಯ್ಸ್ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್. Before shading any answer, you have to know the concept well. So please watch that one short video which I have done for how do organisms reproduce. So the link will be given in the description box below. See here in the how do organisms reproduce lesson, as I told you, reproduction, that is sexual reproduction, is important in both plants and animals. And we also have to give more importance in understanding the male reproductive system, female reproductive system, and what happens when egg is not fertilized, reproductive health, that contraceptive methods. All these things are very, very important in this lesson. So from these concepts only, I am going to give you some multiple choice question in today's session. See, in few multiple choice, the way of asking questions will be different. That means that particular concept is considered as important. Our concept tumba important anta artha. So listen to the question carefully, read all the options given below the question, and also let us try to answer for the questions which we are going to understand in today's session. So without delaying much, let us start today's session. If you are visiting my channel for the first time, I request you to subscribe and also share my videos with your friends. So the first question is, which among the following is not the function of testis at puberty? When you read this question, you have to observe that there is a word called not. Whenever you read any multiple choice question, not, incorrect, false, these words are there in that question, means you have to be very careful in reading the options. See, now let us look at the options. See, here the question says, which among the following is not the function? Not the function of testis when at the puberty. See, some of the options here given are formation of sperms, releasing the testosterone, ovulation, and release of seminal fluid. When we look at the first option, the formation of sperms, yes, of course, when the human male, when he entered to the puberty, what happened? The formation of sperms takes place in his reproductive system. So the first option is the correct one. Not consider, it is not related to human male. When we look at the second option, release of testosterone. Yes, of course, when the human male enters to his puberty, there is a hormone release in his reproductive system. That hormone is called as testosterone, and this testosterone is responsible for the development of secondary sexual characters. What is meant by secondary sexual characters? When we say secondary sexual characters anta ಹೇಳಿದಾಗ, it is like, see, growth of hair on the face, growth of hair in the genital area, or the cracking of voice box, broadening of its shoulder. All these things are some of the secondary sexual characters, and this will take place when that particular hormone release in his body. So the second option is also correct. And the third option is ovulation. See, ovulation means release of egg, and this particular activity can be seen in the human female reproductive system. Ovulation cannot be seen in the human male. So that is the wrong option. Okay, moving to fourth option, release of seminal fluid. See, seminal fluid is also released in the human male reproductive system. So first option, second option, and the fourth option, all these are correlated to human male at his puberty. So the wrong answer here is the option C, ovulation. Okay, so moving to next question. The anther contains, some of the options given here are sepals, ovules, carpel, and pollens. See, what do anther contain? What is meant by anther? First of all, anther is the male part of the flower. Okay, see, male part of the flower is stamen. So the stamen consists of anther and filament. So what does this anther consist of? Anther consists of pollen grains in it. Pollen grains are nothing but the male gametes that is responsible for the fertilization in the flower. Okay, so here the options are sepals. What is meant by sepals? It is nothing but the leaves. So anther does not contain any leaves in it. What is meant by ovules? Eggs. Eggs are present in the female part. So carpel. Carpel is nothing but it is the reproductive organ of the flower. Okay, so the last option is pollen. Pollen is the correct option. Okay, because it is nothing but the male gamete which is present inside the anther. Okay, the next question is which among the following is not a sexually transmitted disease? Again, in this question also you have not. Okay, and the options here are AIDS, hepatitis, syphilis, and gonorrhea. See, when we look at the option A, option C, and option D, all these three are sexually transmitted diseases. But option B is not sexually transmitted disease, it's a liver disease. Okay, it is also caused by the virus, but it is the liver disease. HIV virus causes the AIDS disease. Okay, it's a viral disease. Whereas syphilis and gonorrhea is caused by the bacteria. It's a bacterial disease and it is also sexually transmitted disease. So here the correct option is option B because hepatitis is not the sexually transmitted disease and it is the liver disease. Okay, so moving to the next question. Reproduction is essential for the living organisms in order to. Why reproduction is essential? Simple words we can say to continue the generation, to continue the species, okay, to continue the group of organisms, we need the reproduction, right? So here some of the options given are keep the organisms alive, maintain the growth, fulfill their energy requirement, continue the species from generation to generation. As I already told, the fourth option is the correct one. Why not the first one? See, reproduction is not necessary to keep the organisms alive. If the reproduction does not takes place also, the organisms will be alive. Okay, to the certain period of time and then later they will die. So it is not important. Second thing, to maintain the growth, reproduction is not necessary. And third option say fulfill their energy requirement. Reproduction is not at all required to fulfill the energy requirement in any living organisms. So to continue the organisms from one generation to another generation, the reproduction is very, very important. Okay. And the next question is which of the following is the contraceptive device? And the option given here are condom, copper T, diaphragm and all the above. See, when I say contraceptive device, it is a device used to avoid a pregnancy. Okay, see here, first option, second option and third option, all the three options are used to avoid a pregnancy. Okay, so all the three are considered to be the contraceptive devices. So option D is the correct answer. Okay, the next question is where does the fertilization occur in the human female? See, when we talk about the human female reproductive system, in the previous class also I had given the example. Okay, so this is the rough sketch of the human female reproductive system. So where does the fertilization takes place? You have to know. So this is called as ovary and this is called as oviduct. This tube is called as oviduct, which is also called as fallopian tube. We call this as uterus. Okay, and we will call this part as a cervix and we will also call this part as vagina. So these are some of the important parts you have to understand when we talk about the human female reproductive system. Here the question is where does the fertilization occur in the human beings? Yellagutte fertilization. See, the fertilization takes place in this region. See, when the male gamete enter from the vagina, it reaches the fallopian tube and the female gamete from the ovary also will be staying inside the fallopian tube. So the male gamete, when it unite with the female gamete, what happen? Unite means when they combine, when they join, what happen? In the oviduct, the fertilization takes place. So the fertilization takes place in the oviduct. Okay, oviduct is also called as fallopian tube. So here the options given are cervix, vagina, uterus and oviduct. Hopefully you all have understood. So in the oviduct only the fertilization takes place. Okay. So moving to seventh question. Growing fetus derives nutrition from mother through. See, after the fertilization, what happened after the fertilization? There will be formation of the single-celled organism which is called as a zygote. Zygote will be formed after the fertilization. Okay, so this zygote will enter into the uterus after 2 to 3 days and it will get attached to the wall of the uterus. After getting attached to the wall of uterus, it will start to develop day by day. Okay, so when it start to develop day by day, it will receive the nutrition from the mother, from one of the part. So which is that part they are asking? Okay, so here the options are endosperm, placenta, fallopian tube and cervix. What are these four options? See, first, endosperm. What is meant by endosperm? Endosperm means it is a tissue which is surrounded by the seed. So endosperm does not have any connection here to this question. So second question, placenta. See, placenta is a connection between the baby, this is the developing embryo. Okay, so it's a connection between the developing embryo and the mother. So here there will be a connection called as a placenta. Placenta will transport the required oxygen and food to the developing fetus. That means we will call it as embryo. The final stage we will call it as fetus. Okay, so the second option is the correct one. Moving to third option, fallopian tube. Fallopian tube is nothing but what? It is called as the site of fertilization. So we cannot consider this option. And the last option is the cervix. Cervix does not have any connection between the baby. Here the connection between the baby and the mother is the placenta. Placenta is playing a very important role. Okay, because it sends the nutrition and also the oxygen required for the development of the baby. Okay, so I hope you got the answer. The correct answer is the placenta. Moving to next question. IUCD is for. What is meant by IUCD? You have to know. So IUCD is nothing but the intrauterine contraceptive device. IUCD stands for intrauterine contraceptive device. So what is it for? They are asking. And the options here are vegetative propagation, prevention of miscarriage, contraception, increasing the fertility chance. See, here you have a hint. In IUCD only you have a word called contraceptive. So you have a hint. In some of the questions there will be hint for you. Okay, in the questions only there will be answer in some questions. So you have to find out that hint and you can answer very easily. So the first option is vegetative propagation, does not have any connection between IUCD. Vegetative propagation is a method of asexual reproduction. Okay, it does not have any connection. So the second option is preventing the miscarriage. See, preventing miscarriage is not having any connection between IUCD. IUCD is nothing but it's a contraceptive device. Okay, so the second option is not correct. Moving to third option, as I told you already, there is a hint. So IUCD is a contraceptive device. Okay, so for example, copper T. Okay, IUCD is a copper T. And moving to fourth option, increasing the fertility chance. See, by using the IUCD, that means intrauterine contraceptive device, we cannot increase the fertility level. Understand? It does not increase the fertility level. So option 4 is also not correct. Here the correct option is the option C, contraception, because IUCD is considered as one of the contraceptive method. Okay. So moving to ninth question. The cell formed after the fertilization. See, just now I told what will happen after the fertilization. A single-celled organism will be formed. See, single-celled organism will be formed after the fertilization, and that single-cell organism is called as, yes, it is called as zygote. Okay, so the option here are fetus, zygote, embryo, none. Here definitely you will have a confusion. Why? Because fetus, zygote, embryo, all are the different stages of the development of a baby. Because the first stage of fertilization is the formation of zygote. Okay, so once the zygote is formed, what happens? It will develop into an embryo. and that embryo will develop into a fetus. So the advanced stage of the baby we call it as fetus. Understand? But the first stage we call it as zygote. So here the correct answer is zygote. Moving to next question, the reproductive part of the plant is, and the options here are sepals, petals, anther and flower. See, very easily you can say, we cannot take any single part. Entire flower is considered as the reproductive part in the plant. Okay, whenever we ask which is the reproductive part, you have to say flower. You cannot say sepals, petals. Okay, each and every part present in the flower will be having one or the other connection with respect to reproduction. Understand? So the entire flower is considered as the reproductive part. Clear? Option D is the correct one. So moving to 11th question, a contraceptive device called a loop or dash is placed in the uterus to prevent the pregnancy. See, when we talk about the uterus, this region, this particular region, okay, a contraceptive device which is in the loop shape will be placed inside the uterus. So what is the function of this? First of all, what is that loop shaped contraceptive device? You have to tell. Here the options are copper T, copper C and pills and all the above. See here copper T. See a T-shaped device, okay, which is made up of copper, and which will be also having loop will be placed inside the uterus. So when it is placed inside uterus, what happens? Fertilization does not takes place. So that is the reason it will be inserted inside the uterus. So copper C, we don't have any copper C devices, and pills are not considered as any device. Okay, it is just a medicine. And moving to fourth option, all the above, we cannot consider all the above as a device. Here copper T is the correct answer. Clear? So moving to next question, the transfer of pollen from one flower to the stigma of another flower in other plant is called as. Let me write the diagram of the flower. See, let me write the rough sketch of flower. So, okay. So we have two flowers here. And here also there will be a flower. I'm just writing roughly. Don't say again, ma'am, you don't know diagram. Okay. Okay. So we have two flowers here. There are ovules inside. Okay. See, when there is transfer of pollen grains from one flower to the stigma of another flower in other plant, we will call this as cross pollination. It is cross pollination because the pollen grains, the male gametes are transferring from one flower to another flower in the other plant. But when it happens within the flower, when the pollen grains get transferred within the flower, then we will call it as self-pollination. Understand? So here the correct answer is cross-pollination, not the direct pollination. We don't have any word called direct pollination. Okay. So moving to 13th question. So the next question is, to prevent the egg from reaching the uterus, the dash is blocked in the human female. See, usually the eggs are present in the ovary here. This region is called as ovary. There will be so many eggs present in the ovary. So every month one egg. So every month one matured egg will reach the oviduct. Oviduct is also called as fallopian tube. So what is the purpose of reaching here? It is because for the fertilization sake. Okay. See, when the sperm enters from the vagina, it reaches the fallopian tube and here the fertilization takes place. Just now I told here. Okay. So here what are they asking in the question is, to prevent the egg from reaching the uterus, the dash is blocked. If the egg should not reach the uterus, what happen? This particular region will be blocked. So what is this region? Fallopian tube. Fallopian tube will be blocked. And this process we will call it as a tubectomy. We will call this process as tubectomy. Tubectomy is a process where a small portion of the fallopian tube will be removed. So when the fallopian tube is removed or when it is cut, what happen? The eggs from the ovary will not reach the fallopian tube and thereby it will also not reach the uterus. Okay, here the fertilization also does not take place. So the options here are uterus, ovary, fallopian tube and cervix, and obviously you all have got the answer now. The correct answer is the fallopian tube, because when the fallopian tube is removed or it is being twisted, what happened? There is no chance of release of eggs from the ovary to the uterus. Egg will not enter. Okay, so moving to the next question, which of the following is not a part of female reproductive system in the human being? And the options here are ovary, uterus, vas deferens and fallopian tube. As you all have come to know the structure of female reproductive system, see option A ovary, it is present. Option B uterus, it is present. Option C vas deferens. Do we have vas deferens here? No, we don't have vas deferens. So that is a wrong answer. Option D fallopian tube. Yes, fallopian tube is present in the female reproductive system. So here the wrong answer is option C. Vas deferens is not present in the human female reproductive system. So next question is, testes of human male are located in. You all are aware about the human male reproductive system, right? So human male reproductive system alli enagutte? So the testes are present in one of the particular region. So which is that region, you have to tell. And options here are vas deferens, prostate gland, scrotal sac, seminal vesicle. See, first option is vas deferens. Actually, the vas deferens is a tube which is just present here. It is present like this. Okay. So this is called as a scrotal sac. This is called as a scrotal sac. So inside the scrotal sac, there is presence of testis. Testis will be present inside the scrotal sac. Why testes are present inside the scrotal sac? Because they need a special temperature to produce the sperms. So that is the reason they are present inside the scrotal sac. Above the scrotal sac, the presence of vas deferens. This is called as vas deferens. Okay. So vas deferens is just a part above the scrotal sac. Okay, testis is not present inside the vas deferens. So the first option, vas deferens, is not the correct one. Second option is the prostate gland. See, prostate gland and seminal vesicles, they are the glands which add the fluid to the transportation of the sperms. The sperms need easy movement. For all these things, these glands will add their secretions. Okay, so here the testis is not present in that region also. In which region? There is a prostate gland and seminal vesicle. Okay, so option B and option D is also wrong. Option C is the correct one, that is the scrotal sac. Scrotal sac is a sac where it includes the testicles. And what is the role of testicles? Testicles will produce the sperms, okay, which is very important for the reproduction. We call it as male gamete. I hope you found the entire session useful. All these multiple choice questions are very important with examination point of view. So I have covered maximum points from the lesson how do organisms reproduce. So still more points are there. So those points cannot be asked as a direct statement, because those statements will be only written in the lengthy answers. Okay. So with respect to multiple choice question, all the points have been covered. So in the next video, I'll come up with a heredity and evolution lesson, and as usual, I will also continue few sample papers for your board examination preparation. So if you found this video useful, please subscribe to my channel and don't forget to share my videos with your friends and prepare well for the examination. All the best for everyone.